Hi everybody, Beanmeister22 here. Today we're taking out the Skydio2 drone. We're flying over mixed terrain. This is partially farmland, partially forested. And at one point you can see we are not too far away from the river. It's a pretty windy day. It's not horrible. It's not setting off any alarms, but the winds are between 7 and almost 10. Like I said, it's not horrible, but as we hover, you can see some slight back and forth drift as the drone counteracts the wind. And the drone is doing a great job. Except for looking at the wind speed, you'd have no idea that it's windy. Another issue we're having today is there's a lot of birds out. And as we come down lower, below the treetops, it's hummingbirds that keep buzzing the drone. I don't think we picked up any of that on video because they come in from behind and they are so fast. And there was one very large bird that flew in front of the drone and then looped around behind it and really thought it was going to try to take it down. Now, as cool as that would have been to get that great, bird taking out a drone video, we don't have any ground cameras set up looking at the drone, so we'd have to rely on the drone's camera. And with my luck, the bird would attack it from the rear. And I've always said, well, if a bird takes down the drone, as long as we get some good video footage, it might be worth it. But it isn't worth it with the Skydio2 drone. Now, with the DJI drones, yeah, because they're a lot cheaper. But this Skydio2, the replacement's going to be about $2,200. And probably a considerable wait for it to be delivered. So yeah, I'm not all that keen on taking on some birds with the Skydio drone. Now with the DJI Mini, yeah, that's a $450 drone. That's not a problem. Hey, birds, you can eat it all day long as I get some good video footage. Now on this day we took 2 flights and the batteries didn't last as long as I expected them to, and it has to be because, it's the wind and the motors have to work a little bit harder to stay steady. If I remember correctly, these batteries are supposed to be rated for 23 minutes. I've never gotten 23 minutes out of them before. But of the 2 flights today, I think I got 18 minutes out of one and maybe 19 out of the other. So I guess that's not horrible. But what is horrible is if you've seen that video where I did that emergency landing because of low battery, that was filmed on this day. And I really noticed there's a battery issue at 10%. I was too busy flying the drone to look at the battery. And So then we put a new battery in it after that rough landing. And we went up again. And because, for a bunch of reasons, we had low battery again. The battery went so low on this one that I couldn't even raise it up. So once it lowered down to about 5 or 6 feet off the ground, instead of going for another rough landing, I tried to get back to the landing pad, and I had trouble because it wasn't high enough. I almost ran into a tractor, and cars were in the way. Yeah, and I really wasn't thinking, but because I didn't set the home point, I think when it wanted to land, it was just heading back to where I was, not from the takeoff point. Unlike when it loses signal, that it will go back to the takeoff point. So maybe it would have been better if I just let it lose signal, hit the controller. I don't know. But anyways, it was a good day flying. Got a couple videos from this day. And yes, it rained later that day, so we got that out of the way. It was really foggy in the morning, so we couldn't fly in the morning, and we started the flight around 1:30 p.m., so just afternoon, got out there, started flying, and yeah, had a great day. But really kind of experienced maybe not battery issues, really experienced what it's like to say, hey, I'm out of battery, I gotta land now. All right, so leave your comments in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching.
Beanmeister22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.